Check out DeWalt's new Xtreme Subcompact Series, very small 12-volt ratchet. This is a brushless model number DCF500GG1. In that kit, you get a bag, you get this oil-shielded 3-amp-hour battery, slides on the back. Looks pretty nice when you put it all together. Variable speed trigger, 450 RPMs, 50 foot-pounds of max torque. You got an LED light that's down here, lockout on the trigger if you're gonna put it in the bag. This thing's pretty sweet. Forward and reverse is up front. Pretty easy to use, kind of like a normal ratchet. But what's cool about this, in my opinion, is we have a 3/8 anvil in here now. We just push the back, pull that guy out, drop in our 1/4-inch anvil. Boom, here we are, ready to rock and roll. And if we want, we can put in the included 1/4-inch hex. Now we can get at anything that we want to, do anything that we want, and it works. I love the fact that I can move this around. Although this seems pointless to me, you can go any direction that you'd like to. Pretty sweet. I think this is one of those tools that is just awesome. I don't need the big power while I'm using this, and that's one of the things that this doesn't have. 50 foot-pounds max. When I was using it trying to take out some bolts, there were times where I had to loosen them up first, then give it a hit, and it would rock and roll. But with that said, this is a very small, narrow, skinny tool that'll fit into different places, and it allows you the versatility of multiple different heads. We'll give you a quick example here on the speed. We have a 3/8 bolt. We have a nylock nut. So this is going to take a little bit of force to go down, not that much, but let's just give her. Not bad, but it's not the fastest thing in the world. Again, it's not a high speed. There you get that little burp burp on the end. Let's just tighten this guy up again. We'll do a little bit in manual. That's not giving it a whole bunch. Let's just start her up. Takes it out, no issue. And what I like about this is the fact that you can use it manually, but again, slower. If you're not looking for something super high speed or super powerful, I think this is something that is great to look at because it is nice and small. Are there faster out there? Yes. I'm not trying to tell you that you need to run out and buy this thing. I'm just trying to give you exactly what it will do. Let's run this guy down one more time. Right there. Now, tightening it up. I mean, it's tight. It's probably as tight as this bolt needs to be, but not crazy tight. Now, I'm going to give this a little bit. That's tight. Tight, tight, as far as this goes. And that's what we get. So, take off 1/8 of a turn. And it takes it off. Now to give you a little bit of an idea here, we started to get into the bolt, and you can see if you look really close that we started to take some shavings off the bolt. So tight is tight when it comes towards that. So if you're working with anything 3/8 and smaller, this guy should do the task. Just trying to manage some expectations. We have a 1/2-inch socket. These are just carriage bolts that are in here. They're just holding this rubber on. They shouldn't be overly tight. Let's see if it will take them off. And it did. Now that's not bad. We have another nylock under there that's rusted. So, boom. It will take them off. Is that proving anything big? Probably not. It's just giving you an idea of if we go in the real world where things are rusted, what is it going to do? And in some cases, it was happy hunky-dory, and in others, not. What I like about this is that I have no worries on this about letting her eat. I know it's not too crazy tight, and if I have one of these that's 100 foot-pounds, it would be awesome. I could pull all kinds of things off, but when I'm working with smaller stuff like I use this for, I don't want it to be 100 foot-pounds. Now don't take this the wrong way. This tool has some power, but if you get into some really rusty old stuff, it can get you to the point where you have to loosen things up a little bit and then work on them, which can be a little bit frustrating, and there are a little bit more powerful tools out there. But with that said, this is going to live up to its specs, give you that 50 foot-pounds or very close to it. And if you're removing something and you have to just give it a little extra oomph before you go, it's not that big of a deal. I get it. You can get more powerful, you can get faster out there on the market, but I haven't seen any that are smaller. And what I really, really like about this is, again, the ability that I buy one of these guys, that's it, just one, and I have the 3/8, the quarter, and the quarter hex. That to me is just amazing. I can get in, work on the interiors of stuff, I can work on the engine compartments, I can take apart anything I'd like to, and I have the ability to attach any type of attachment that I want to, basically, to this guy, and she rocks and rolls. Trigger's great. When I first got this out of the box, it would kind of stumble and stop, give me like 1/8 of a turn every once in a while. It's worked itself in really nice. It works great now at this point in time, and I'm not saying anything bad about it. I just thought in the beginning that the trigger was a little bit like, if I pushed really quickly, it wouldn't continue to go. It would go and it would give me a little tight turn, which I got through that no issue. It maybe was the first 5 seconds. Other than that, I think this is a great tool to have around. Nice brushless motor, decent power, decent speed. The ability to change through and give you any head that you like is why I'm going to keep this in my toolbox or carried it around with me. I think it's perfect. Nice, small. Check it out. Comments below. Give us a like in this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.